Hi, welcome to another exciting episode of The Nest. Imagine you know that you're expecting, you're preparing for your baby, and you've already commenced your shopping. Eventually you go for a scan just to confirm the baby is fine. But while you're having your scan done, you hear not one, not two, but more than 3 heartbeats. Today we're talking about multiple births. And with us on set, we have amazing moms who have the opportunity of having multiple babies. Jackie, you're welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Jacqueline Anyango. I'm a teacher by profession and a proud mother of 6.
We're going to know how the 6 babies came about. You're welcome, Irene. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name's Irene Murari, a mother of 3, and I'm so happy.
Happy mothers. Yeah. Happy mothers. I'll just start with you, Irene. When did you learn that you had more than 1 baby, and how many babies were this you had?
I had more than 1 baby. I was 5 months. I went for a scan, and then I was told I'm carrying triplets.
You were expecting 1?
Yeah, I was expecting 1. Of course, I wanted a girl. Now I'm told there are more.
We're going to hear more about that. Jackie, tell us, when did you first learn that you were expecting more than 1 baby, and how many were they?
Okay, I learned it when I was 5.5 months. So when I went for the scan, that sonographer kept on telling me, "Mama, you are so much blessed." But I didn't know what he meant until he told me that, "Wow, you are carrying 4 babies."
Wow.
It was a shock.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, viewer, don't go away. You want to hear the rest of this story. We'll be back right after the break. You're welcome back. If you're just joining, we'd like to let you know we are discussing multiple babies, a topic that really excites me. I will just go back to my moms who have been blessed to be multiple mothers. I'll start with you, Jackie. You told us that, in fact, before you even start your story of the 4 heartbeats, I want to encourage every viewer out there to keep your comments, questions coming through on our Facebook handle and on the number appearing on your screen. So Jackie, tell me, you are shocked. You're hearing 4 heartbeats. What happens next? How did you feel?
I was confused. I started trembling. Remember, I was in the hospital, so people around me they're like, "Hey, what is wrong with this mama?" I was totally confused.
And you were alone?
I was with my husband. And in fact, the news was broken when I was on the bed. You know, the person doing the scan was busy. And then I almost fell from that bed. So my husband held me very tight because I don't know. Then after that, I went home. I did not believe. I didn't sleep that day. I just kept asking, am I dreaming? Is it really true? At a point, I thought that it was a dream. So I had to wake up very early in the morning. I woke my husband up. I needed to go for a second scan. I need to confirm whether truly I'm carrying 4 babies. So very early in the morning, we went to German Medical Center, and the person doing the scan was like, "I'm not seeing the 4th baby. I'm only seeing 3. Where is the 3rd baby?"
The 4th baby.
The 4th baby. So after like some 30 minutes, I saw him laughing. He told me, "Now I've seen the 4th one. You are blessed, you are carrying 4 babies."
Oh my goodness.
Hey, I don't want to even imagine what happened after that.
Were you excited? Were you, what was
I was shocked. I was not excited. You know, my second born, the boy, I have a boy second born. So when I gave birth to this boy, I almost died. Now I was asking myself, if one baby,
It was a complicated pregnancy.
the baby was big, 4.5.
Oh my goodness.
So I was asking myself, if I almost died and it was only one baby, these 4, will I manage? Will I make it?
Oh dear.
So it was very stressful for me.
Oh my goodness.
And then for my husband, he was like, it is okay, but now, can you tell me, are those babies, are they joined in any way? He was asking now the person doing the
Men are
scan.
very futuristic. They were looking at the future. Yes.
Yes, he was asking now, look at the babies. Are they joined in any way, or everybody is on his own? So the sonographer said, now everybody
Is healthy and on their own.
on their own.
Independent, yeah.
There is no point, they are joined together. And at least I was, but I still needed counseling. I
Who did you
remember,
call first?
let me tell you, it was a secret. Me and my husband, I told him, nobody should hear about this until that very last day. When I give birth, now you will tell people. But as for now, it is me and you.
Why?
So we kept, I don't know why, but I felt that nobody should know about it. Let me keep it for myself first, then people will be surprised later. Let me surprise people later. But my sister came visiting. Then she saw me. She has given birth to twins. Now she was like, you are not carrying one baby. I asked her, why? You can't lie to me. I've given birth to twins and I know that pregnancy is not for one baby. And then she was like, have you done the scan? Yeah, I told her yes. Go and bring the scan. I want to see.
Oh my.
And I didn't want her to know. So I was like, I'll give you, just relax. Then the first day I didn't give her. The second day she insisted. She even told me, now, tell me where the scan is. I go and pick it myself. Then I told her, just relax, I'll tell you. So I was staying with my niece by then. So when my niece went to sleep, I called her, come and sit close to me, next to me.
Yes,
So when she
result.
came, I told her, I want to tell you something, but promise that even our mother will not hear about it. And then she told me, what is it? I told her, I'm carrying 4 babies. She was like, 4? 4? No wonder you are like this. By then the stomach was big. I could not walk. Sleeping was very difficult.
This was at how many months?
5, around 6.
Okay.
Sleeping was a problem. My right side was burning with pain. This side burning with pain. And now I can't sleep like this. I can't sleep on my stomach. It was very stressful.
And you have a couple of months to come. What about you, Irene? Tell me about your experience. You had 3 triplets. How did you feel when you got the news?
When I got the news, I was there in the scan room. Now this man is telling me, I thought there were 2. There's another one here. And I was like, confirm. Confirm for me. Now he confirmed and we counted together. 1, 2, 3. Now I was like, oh my God. So you can bless me this much. I never expected.
So for you, you were excited.
For me, I was excited. Then I had to go out of the room. I sat down there. Then I called my husband. Now my worry was, my husband was jobless.
Oh dear.
There were challenges here and there.
Yes.
Now I was wondering, yes, 3. But I was looking at they were to be born on December. Now I was telling God, help them to go the full term, not to come out early.
Yes.
Now I went home, but then I used to live in Vika. I went all the way to my mother-in-law. I found her and I told her the news because I could not keep them myself.
Yes, yes.
I wanted to inform them so that they can be ready. Anything can happen.
And in your family, were there other, in her family, for example, Jackie's family, there were twins. In your family, were there other twins, triplets, you know, multiple births?
In my family, I'm the one.
You're the one.
It's a history.
The only one standing.
Even my great-great-great-grandmother, because she's still here, she came to hospital to confirm.
Wow.
That I broke the record.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank
I think
you.
I'll just go back to Jackie. You mentioned you have 6 children, meaning that you have the first and second, and then the 4 came.
So I have a girl, and then a boy, and then the quads was now, they were the 3rd pregnancy now.
So you were planning probably for 3
4 or 3.
4 or 3. But this 3rd born came 4 of them. Tell me, now you know that you have 4 children coming. What did you change in terms of your preparations? Because at 5 months, most mothers have already started preparing. And other times when you have 2 babies before, there's the things, mtoto alikuwa anatumia ule mkubwa, so you'll pass the clothes down to the other child. In terms of preparations, what did you change? What gear did you change? Because I know husbands start looking for more money because they're seeing mouths to feed.
Yes. As for me, I didn't do much preparation. Apart from looking for the money, other things like buying baby clothes, you know, at around 6 months, that pregnancy was big. I could not walk around.
Wow.
And I was sickly, kabisa. I could bleed, a lot of headache. Then walking was now a problem, so I could not run up and down looking for things. Most of the things, my sisters are the ones who bought them for me.
Wow, okay, that brings me to challenges, because I didn't even realize that the challenges even start before the babies arrived. Because you were sickly, you're saying you were sickly, and it was a struggle, and you had, was it pressure? Because you're saying you were nose bleeding.
It was not pressure, because when I go to the hospital, they don't tell me it is pressure. It is just normal, but I don't know why I was having headache and was bleeding. I really don't know why.
So I think we'll just probably even go to the challenges, because I think that's one of the big fears that people have. What challenges, Irene, did you experience having the triplets coming?
My challenges were many, but I can pick a few. First, I was sick all the way through. Even I got them earlier in 7 months because of pressure. It could panda kabisa. Now, actually, I was going for a clinic checkup. And I was told it's an emergency. The babies have to be removed.
Oh dear.
Even I was not ready. I was just going there and then I come back. I had a son, my firstborn is a son. He was 2 years. Then he was still young.
Yes.
But the baby has come now.
Yes.
I am told you have to remain in hospital.
Yes.
It's an emergency.
Yes.
Before, mentally, psychologically, you have to be, at least you are prepared when you are going to the hospital. You are not going to go home. For me, I was like, I'm going to hospital for a checkup, then I'll be going back home. Now when you get there, you are told, no, you have to be here. In a few months, actually 2 hours. When I get to the hospital, I was told, be ready, we are going to theater, it's an emergency. You have to do a cesarean. No, I was ready.
So your first challenge was babies coming before time. What was the other challenge you'd probably point out shortly?
You have not, okay, I was not prepared to buy all the things.
Yes.
I have not bought all the things.
Yes.
Because I was expecting that in a certain month, I'll get some money and go and buy. But before then, I'm so big. I can't even walk. My legs are big. The tummy, even it's like you don't see the in front.
Yes.
You look from a side.
I think it's the same thing that she was sharing before.
Mm-hmm.
And on their arrival, sorry to fast forward this, when they arrived now and you have to take care of the 3 babies, how was that?
Okay, it was a challenge because you are weak. You are from theater. You have to go to the nursery, and you are told your babies are premature. They need special care. The medicines, you have to be there. They are so tiny. Even you are scared to hold.
Yes.
They are put some pipes to feed them.
Yes.
Sometimes they come out. You are even afraid of saying that my baby is feeling pain. And then you look at them, you just pity them, you just pray for them.
I think that's one of the first challenges, the fact that already they are multiple, and then again they come earlier. Yeah, and I think there's too much to discuss even regarding the challenges of getting multiple births. So encouraging you there at home, please continue sending in your comments, questions and experiences as you just see the challenges that mothers have. Don't go away, we'll be having an expert joining us shortly. You're welcome again. If you're just joining us, we've been discussing multiple births. We have with us moms who have been blessed to have more than one baby at a time. On set, we are joined by our expert, Dula. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Esther Kimani. I am a doula and childcare expert, and I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are actually delving into the challenges that these mothers experience. And I'll just go to you, Jackie. Tell me now, you've moved from the hospital and you've gone home and you have 4 babies to deal with. What are the key challenges you remember at the beginning of the journey up until now?
Okay, the biggest problem that we multiple moms experience is financial challenges. You know, they're not one, they are many. Yes. So everything, like for my case, everything is 4 times. From hospital, they are charged per person.
Not per birth.
Not per birth. Their premise, I need to supplement, I need formula. I used to buy formula at Biashara Street, 800 grams. At 2,500. That one is only for 2 days. 2,500 for 2 days.
Wow.
So I go with the 10K, I buy 4. That one is just for 8 days. I need another 10K.
It's barely a week.
Diapers are there. You use a lot of them because now you know you can't use nappies. We'll wash them.
Oh dear.
Another one is house girls. House helps. It is a big challenge. You call somebody and she asks, how many babies do you have? And you tell her 4 plus the other 2. She tells you no. Or if she agrees she wants 15,000, you can't afford that.
But speaking of nannies, so how do you have one nanny or how do you do this?
You can't manage with one. As for me, I have 2.
Yes.
One, if you employ one, she will just run away.
Of course.
The work there is much.
Yes.
So financially, you go down. From diapers, paying house helps, everything times 4. It is really a big challenge.
Wow. Irene, what other challenges that maybe Jackie hasn't mentioned that come on top of your mind? Because even just thinking of it for me, I've always wanted 3 babies because they can fit in the back of the car. So I'm thinking you have 2 children, you're planning for the 3rd one, and then they come 4 of them. Those are serious logistical issues.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe you can just share with us.
Yes, another problem is when they get sick.
Oh yeah.
When one get infected,
yes,
be prepared.
Oh,
the other one.
dear.
They are
It
the
goes
rest.
all the way, yes.
Yeah. And then we go there, they are done some tests, and the results come out the same. They have the same infection.
Illness, yeah.
Now they cry, you don't have anyone to help you. They are crying. Sometimes they are worse.
I can't imagine, because when my baby cries and it's one child,
Yeah.
now multiply that by 3 or 4. Yeah.
It's stressful. I'm telling you, it's God's grace that one survives.
Wow. Is there any other challenge that you probably remember? By the way, I'm very curious, how do you know which baby you have fed? What different parents have different strategies. Some give bracelets. I don't know, maybe I start with you, Irene. For your babies, what was the differentiating factor?
Okay, my triplets, the second born had a hole here.
The second of the 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was a bit of a difference. For the first one had the forehead, the
Birthmark.
yeah, has come out.
The
soft spot.
Yeah, that one. It was about to reach the eye, the eye. For the third, she was a bit big because he had more kgs. Now that was a difference. But for me, I used to know them. But for the rest of the family,
they don't know.
even today, they just ask me, "Huyu ni nani?" I'm like, you don't know them until now. For me, I know them. Even the crying, the talking, I know.
I think only a mother does.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackie, how do you differentiate them, especially now at night? She mentioned about the physical differences. At night, we are told not to put on a very bright light. How do you make sure that you fed all 4 and not 3?
You know, now what I was doing, my husband was helping because now I was not waking the house girl to come and help me at night. I used to do it myself because if you do that, the following morning she'll go. So I feed one, I put her in a certain place so that I don't confuse.
No moving.
Or I feed, the father holds, and then he puts her in a different place.
Yes.
So that I can feed the rest.
Wow.
Now, for me, 2 are confusing, but the 2, one is a bit lighter, and she also has a mark here.
Yes.
She's very different from the other, but the 2 are very different. In fact, sometimes myself, I used to confuse them. In fact, when giving medicine, sometimes I would give medicine, and then I say, now, who have I given medicine?
Oh dear.
And then, if I'm not sure, I'll not give again, because I can give 2.
Yes, overdose.
So I'll just leave that until the next hour of giving medicine.
Wow. Wow, those are quite a large number of challenges. So let me rope you into this, Esther. For starters, just share with us, what are the things that make us possibly multiple mothers?
Okay, so there's from the female part, the woman part, if your family has a history of twins, there's a likelihood that you could also get twins, because what happens is you can be ovulating twice. You can be ovulating, instead of ovulating 1 egg and releasing 1 egg a month, you ovulate and get 2 eggs. So if they are fertilized, of course they'll form twins. Sometimes the 2 eggs can split into 2 and you have 2 sets of identical twins. So it can be any variation. The other one is that it just happens unexplained. We don't know why it happens. Sometimes you might ovulate and that time the egg splits into 2, we have identical twins, or that particular month it just happened, you ovulated twice. Then we have people now who have fertility treatments.
Yes.
Fertility treatments greatly increase your risk factor of getting twins. Yes.
Okay, so do you encourage people out there who are fanatical about getting multiple babies to go for the treatments?
Really no, because multiples carry a risk, especially for both the mother and the baby, because there is not much space. The babies have to be born early. Hers were born 31 weeks. So these babies will have challenges growing, and so we were like, if you really don't have to get multiples. The body, it's better always to carry a single child. But when the multiples come, we embrace them, and now we help the mother bring these babies to the world safely, and also that so that they can grow. But yes, so you shouldn't really go looking out for
So we just stick to the genes. We just stick to the genes.
Yes.
Okay. The challenge of cost came in where Jackie was sharing how the cost of infant formula was high.
Yes.
What every mother would need to know out there, is it possible to have enough milk for all your triplets, quadruplets?
It is, though it's really a lot of work on the mother. They are moms, but most parents are not able to meet the demand of the 4 or the 3 because just the amount of milk that you need to make. But it is very possible. I have supported many mothers who've been able to at least exclusively breastfeed for a few months, 3-4 months, but at some point you'll still need to supplement to get the milk. That mother needs a lot of help, extremely a lot of help. She needs to be able to sleep because the hormones that make milk are produced when you're sleeping. So if you have 4 and you're not sleeping at all, there's no way you'll get enough milk. So it's possible, but you do need a lot of support from the family and maybe the support of a lactation specialist to come in, and so that you have a plan on how you're going to be able to express milk and breastfeed these babies to a certain point. But for most multiples with twins are, it's much easier. Yeah, but once you now start getting to 3-4 babies, it is a bit difficult.
Tell me about, even because twins are still a challenge, because mothers still go into postpartum depression even with 1 child.
Yes.
You can probably share with us regarding a routine. You talked about even creating a routine, and even for a mother, for example, who has 4 babies, possibility of breastfeeding more than 1 at a time.
Yes.
Is it even possible, by the way?
It is possible to breastfeed 2. I think I was chatting with her earlier, and she was saying she's able to breastfeed 2 of her babies at the same time, because that saves time.
Yes.
Because if you breastfeed 2, then you finish, then you take the second set of twins.
Okay.
So that saves time. The one thing that I tell any mom expecting multiples, plan. Before even the babies come, sit down and think, this is where the babies will sleep. This is the help that I will need, because some of us start running after the babies. We have this culture of not planning about how the babies will do. So we wait for the babies, then now we are running around. So plan, but have the babies on a routine. Plan to feed the babies at the same time. So babies' rhythms can be changed once they are born. If you find that for babies who are in structured centers, like maybe let's say children in a children's home, they're fed at a particular time, and those children pick that rhythm.
Yes.
And you'll find that they actually wait for the time that they need to be fed.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. So because you don't want twin 1 waking up now, then as you're just about to sleep, twin 2 wakes up, then as you've settled that one, twin 3 wakes up. So you'll find that the mother, and that's what actually leads to postpartum depression, is that they're so tired because they're not even being able to rest.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, mtoto ni wa mama. The mama will be expected to deal with the baby.
Yes.
So get the help that you need. Then say at 8 a.m. we feed these babies. So we feed all of them at the same time. So some might be breastfed, and some might be bottle fed.
Yeah.
So mom has expressed milk. So if it's twins, you can feed one baby, and the other baby is being fed at the same time.
Yes.
So what happens? They start getting the same schedule.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, everyone rests when the babies are resting.
Yes.
And the people who are dealing with the babies, if it's now mom and dad at night, they wake up at the same time, but they also get a break. So that is really, really key. And as the children grow up, they're actually much easier to handle because they have a sense of structure. Structured babies tend to be calmer babies. They tend to cry less, and they tend to adjust to the environment very quickly. As long as you make it structured, they're able to do that. Where there is no structure, babies are haywire. Mummies get stressed. The more mommy gets stressed, the more the babies get stressed, because babies pick their moods from their mother.
Yes.
So if the mother is stressed, so you find 4 babies all crying, so the mother cries, so we have this ripple effect.
Yeah.
So structure is very important. Yes.
I'm not sure if you have any question for her, because I think she's really focused on the area of actually just creating a plan before. and she's talking about having a strong support system. I'm not sure if you have any question regarding that comment.
And sometimes, maybe to add on to the support structure, sometimes you only think of the nanny and the husband or the partner
and the
financial.
Yes.
But structure can be so. I had a mom who had triplets, and of course she did have the nannies, but you know, of course there's also this other housework. So what she did is she sent out a WhatsApp message to her friends, and she told her friends, anyone who is free between this time, please pass by.
Wow.
You know, please pass by. And somehow the friends came up with a timetable. So for a whole 2 months, she had an extra hand that she's not paying. That is a friend that has come in to,
I like
that. So you can have different ways of getting your support. They're those close friends of yours who you know will do anything for you. But sometimes you don't think about them, and they might be free from work when they're coming from work. During maybe the time you're showering the babies. So they come and they help you, and that takes that load off. So a lot of support structures, or telling your friends, hey, this time the diapers are really, really tough. So it's hard for one person to do it, but if there are 30 people all bringing a diaper every month, you're sorted for that month.
That's true.
So let's not also be afraid to reach out to the people that love you, to family, to also help in this journey that comes. I'll tell your friends, the nannies need a day off on Sunday. Who is free on Sunday? So the nannies take their day off, so your nannies stay for longer.
I don't know how many people are courageous enough to do that, because we've had created a very bad culture.
Exactly.
And actually people are willing to help, and we don't realize that people are willing to help until we actually raise our hands and say, hey guys, help me.
Yeah, exactly. So when you raise, you will see the help. And your nanny will be happy because they're having their day off. So they come back and they're happy. And that day you had two friends who spent the whole day with you. And that helps. Even for you, for mommy to go to the salon and look good, and your friend comes, or your sister or your mother comes in and stays with the babies as you have your day off. So support structure, I think at the end of it all, plus the support structure around you helps you to cope with all these things that come up.
Okay, there's this situation where especially mothers with twins do not seem to accept that their babies who are fraternal can actually adopt to a routine. What would you share about that?
All babies, even singletons, even one baby can adapt to a routine. The one thing that we don't like to routine so much is feeding.
Yes.
So that especially if you're exclusively breastfeeding and the baby is just breastfeeding, we want to feed on demand. But for most multiples, you are already not exclusively breastfeeding. You're doing a structure. So for those, we say it's easy enough because you're topping up with formula. It's easy enough to say, okay, these two are on my breast for now, but these ones who are being given milk, because they'll also sleep for longer because formula tends to last a bit longer, those two will stick to the time. So it's that getting a structure, but it's actually very detailed. You have a book, and that also helps with seeing which baby took. So I actually tell moms to come up with a book, and there's a page for every baby. So this baby, and you write baby A passed poop, changed diaper. So every mother, every baby, you have a plan. So you'll be able to know baby A taken medicine. So when you go through your book, instead of using your memory, you're tired. You have 5 babies or 4 babies or 3 babies. It's tiring. So but when you have a plan, and nowadays even on phones there are apps that help you track each twin. So you can also have an app, but sometimes I find the book better because even the nannies can write, everyone can, and the information is all in one book, which is so nice. Even when you go to hospital and the doctor is asking questions, you just give them the book. The doctor is able to say, this baby is not passing stool like the way this one is passing stool. What's going on? So it actually becomes very easy. So keep a record. It sounds very funny, it sounds very mechanical, but it actually helps you to become very, very organized. And at the end of the day, when you're more organized, you rest better and you feel better about the babies.
It feels very practical. I think I would want to hear maybe from Jackie, how did you, because you look very sober and level-headed.
Yeah, she does.
Yes. What systems did you put in place for your quadruplets?
About the support.
Yes, what did you do? You have 4 babies. You look very, even right now, they're how old?
1 year, 8 months.
Yes, what's your support system? Family, who came on board? Because I think there must be a lot of people that are behind you.
For me, it was really a challenge because I was only with my niece and my husband. We were only 3. So when my husband goes to work, we are left with, I'm left with my niece. So at first it was a big challenge because I didn't even know how to train them to sleep at the same time. Because my niece was also afraid of them. You know, they were very tiny. Even to hold them is a problem. So I really suffered for like 5 months. And then I don't know where the idea came. But now I started training them to sleep at the same time. So I'll soothe one, take to bed, come for another one very fast to bed until I found out that they can sleep all of them at the same time. Now it became a routine. I used to check the time. At this time they are supposed to be sleeping. So I'll do very fast. Help, my niece will help very fast. We put them to sleep. They wake up, we feed. At least now I could rest. But first, it was really a challenge.
So creating a routine is something that probably we shouldn't be running away from.
Yes, and you should start from I keep telling moms, when the babies are in the nursery, how come they are so, even day 1, day 2, they are calm, they have a routine that the nurses have put them. Then we go home and we spoil all of it. They can be trained, and that makes it so much easier for everyone in the home.
Okay, to the viewer at home, please continue sending in your questions and comments regarding our discussion today. And to Adula, there's a challenge she mentioned about the babies infecting each other. Now, is there any way to take care of that and avoid the infection across multiple babies?
I think it just goes back to the point that you must be very keen on overall being clean. Hygiene, maintaining high standards of hygiene. Anyone who's coming into contact with the babies, if they're unwell, just tell them, don't even visit. Why are you visiting me? Because then it means, because you can't really stop one baby from infecting the other one.
So you can't quarantine. You can't
unless you quarantine. But then they'll breastfeed on the same breast. Then they'll come and so it's more important to make that infection not happening in the first place. We still insist that even if you're not able to give complete exclusive breastfeeding, still breastfeed. Even the smallest amount of breast milk offers a high quality of immunity to your child, because breast milk has been proven to be the greatest vaccination to every baby. It helps the baby's immunity to grow. So even if you're not doing 100%, even that 50%, 60%, and so we encourage every mother, work on getting that breast milk so that the babies are not only just on the formula, they're also doing a lot more breast milk than the formula. That will also help.
I think I really like what you've said, and I feel very encouraged even regarding creating notes for your children, especially when they're more than 2, when they're 3 or more, because it actually creates a history and a fallback place to check what's with this child. So I'm not sure, have you learned anything new, Irene, that would have probably helped you do things differently as from what you've heard from our doula?
Yes, I have learned that I could have taught them a routine that they can adapt, because one of them was so stubborn. She could never sleep. And then he is like infected the others, not sleeping.
Because they learn from each other.
Social beings.
They're social beings.
Now when you put them to bed, you have to relax. When you go there to the kitchen and do your cleaning, I'm telling you, they wake up all of them.
Oh dear.
And probably you are alone. By then I used to live with my sister. Now maybe I'll send her to the shop, and they have woken up.
And there are 3 of them.
There are 3 of them.
And you're one person.
One person.
2 hands.
And then you can't carry them. They are still really small. It was a challenge.
I think we can just conclude with that. Children are a gift from God, and when God chooses mothers who can actually have more than two, even two are already a challenge. You guys are really, really blessed. So I'm not sure if there's anything important that we may have left out, because we're just about to run into the next segment. I know we'll continue chatting even off air. So to my viewers, we are still waiting for your comments, questions and feedback. We're looking forward to hear your experiences regarding multiple births. Today's show has been extremely intriguing for me. I hope you have enjoyed. Please remember to send us all your comments, questions, experiences, any topics you'd like us to discuss. Please share with us as well. At this point, I'd like to give special thanks to my amazing guests who made the time, and our amazing, beautiful expert. Thank you so much for coming. I'd also like to thank all the guys behind the camera for making this happen. I'd also like to thank Eastlands Hotel for hosting us, and I'd like to thank you, my viewer, for being with us. Until we meet again, I am your host, Gladwell Kameni.